Hello everyone, welcome to another video on this channel. We're going to talk about Tesla again. So after the positive Q2 deliveries, the stock went up 6.6% today. What a great day for Tesla, great gap up. Now the last time we discussed this stock on this channel was at around this point right here. And I was talking to you guys, I said, please watch till it hits the 20-day moving average, which is the orange line, because that's crucial for support, and from that point on it can go back up again, and that's exactly what happened. So congratulations if you bought at that point, around the 240 when it hit that 20-day moving average. It was the perfect adding point for Tesla. Now from this point on, where could it still go? So we are actually up huge this year, over 120%, so that's a lot. Now when we look at this, and I've been calling it the biggest bull flag on the stock market, wow, we are actually very close to breaking this channel here, this big resistance, which were the high of November 2021, January 2022, and April 2022. So at this stage, it would be around $298. That would be the resistance of that move, like an everyday that will go down a little bit. So as I said in the previous video, you should be thinking about a resistance of $300, because of course, as you can see, those lines, it might go a little above it intraday, or close a little above it and then still go down in the end. That's usually how resistance work. They are usually not that strict or that black and white. It's always a bit of a gray area, a resistance, so you need a confirmation the upcoming days as well. But I think the $300 at this stage is definitely the big level to watch for at least the upcoming days, and potentially this week, next week. Of course, if it doesn't break that level, that resistance is gonna drop by like a dollar every few days, so it might get a little lower. Now on the support side, of course, we still have that orange line, which will go up like this as well. So we might still touch that again. Now, if we break that, let's say you think, well, maybe this is a point to sell Tesla, and it doesn't break that big resistance, falling back. You could take this as a point, like, okay, when it breaks the 20-day, I'm gonna sell my position and wait till potentially we hit a lower support, which could be the 50-day or the 200-day, which has also proven, for example, here in March 2023 to be a good support point. And also here, for example, in August 2022, eventually a break of the 20-day caused a support touch at the 50-day moving average. Now, so that's could be a good point for watching the support. And of course, also this area here, basically the low, the previous low of at around $240. That's also a very critical support level if we're going to break the 20-day. Now we're going to look at the weekly, and the weekly tells us that we are basically far above all the weekly moving averages. So it's kind of the same story here. The big bull flag is going to be the resistance. The support is going to be that 240, and also falling back way lower to the green, the 50 week, 20 week, which are at around 203, 210. Yeah, that's a big downward move, but still it is much higher than the lowest point, which was at around $100, and it's still also quite higher from our entry point, which was at around 180, 190. So it's a possibility, but of course, as you can see, we're much closer to that resistance line than to the support line. Now finally, looking at the monthly, we also do see kind of the same stuff. However, we do have an orange line here, which is the 20 month. It's currently at 248, so that could also be a support level. It's just above the 240, which was the low of 1 to 2 weeks ago. So for Tesla at this stage, we are getting very close to that big resistance line. As you can see, this is the graph ever since 2010, and yeah, this is absolutely the biggest bull flag I've basically ever seen in my life on the stock market. Also, given the time period, it's dated from around, started the whole move up in around October 2019 all the way up to December 2021, and then of course the lower highs, lower lows, and now we're approaching a critical point here. We didn't manage to get to that point in July last year and in August, but now we seem to do. And then I think honestly it could be a great move up, but also it could be, if we're not going to break it, a great point to take some profits, because I'm assuming many people here who bought the past couple of months must have very nice gains, and it might be a good time to cash out some of those gains. Please, in the comments, let me know what you think about Tesla. We are approaching that point. Do you think we're going to break that point in the next week or two, or do you think we're going to fall back to the 240s or potentially the 200s? Please let me know. Also, please in the comments let me know if you want to see other stocks being discussed on this channel. And please, of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Then I hope to see you all the next video.